Hi, this is a tutorial on how to play If We Were Words We Would Rhyme by Rhys of the Super Furry Animals. Sorry if I'm not very good at this, but it's the first time I've ever been asked to do it, so it's the first time I've ever done it. I'm going to start off with the chords and show you how to play them, because I don't know what level you're at. If you know how to play the chords and you just want to know what the chords are, then I'll put a timestamp in the comments, in the description, so you can just skip that if you want, because when I was learning to play songs with YouTube tutorials, it used to annoy me that I spent 5 minutes on chords that I knew how to play. But I'm going to do that just in case you don't know them. So the first chord is C, which goes from the A string up to the E string, and when I say up, I mean in terms of the note, not in terms of the amplitude. You got fret 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. So with your ring finger on the A string, your middle finger on the D string, and your first finger on the B string. Then it goes down to G, which is your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. Then if you just use that finger to touch the A string in your other E string, then you're sorted. That's the whole chord. A lot of people don't play it like that, they play it properly, which is your middle finger on fret 3 of the E string, your index finger on fret 2 of the A string, your ring finger on fret 3 of the B string, and your little finger on fret 3 of the other E string, the higher one, like that. Then you've got F major, which is a bar chord, so you've got your index finger just across all of the strings on fret 1, then you want your ring finger and your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the A string and the D string, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. And I've just realised that I forgot to say I play it in C, Rhys plays it in E, so if you want to play along with him, this will still be useful. Just put a capo on fret 4 and it will all be exactly the same. Yeah. So then that's the first half of the verse, and that's also the intro, that's all the chords you need for that. Then the second half of the verse, / the chorus, I don't really know, you've got A minor, which is frets 2, the 2nd fret of the D string and the G string, and the 1st fret of the B string. So your middle finger and your ring finger on the D string and the G string, and then your index finger on the B string. Then you've got E minor, which is your middle finger on fret 2 of the A string and your ring finger on fret 2 of the D string, and then the rest just open. Then a little while after that, you will need a D minor, which is like that. So I use my thumb to mute the bottom 2 strings in case I accidentally hit them, but you could just avoid hitting them as well. That's good practice. So if you just leave the D string open, put your middle finger on fret 2 of the G string, put your ring finger on fret 3 of the B string, and your index finger on the 1st fret of the E string. And now there's different ways of playing the outro. There's my way, which is just absolutely wrong, but I hadn't figured out how to play Rhys's way, so I just made something up. I know how to play that now though, so I'll teach you both ways and you can pick which one you like more. I prefer Rhys's way, but it's up to you. If you like mine, great. So my way, you will need a D7 chord, which is the open D string, fret 2 on the G string, 1 on the B string, and 2 on the E string. And you'll need an F minor chord, which is fret 3 of the D string with your ring finger, and then use your index finger to bar fret 1 of the next 3 strings going up. And that's all of the chords you need for my version. For Rhys's version, the original version, the right version, you will want a D sharp major chord, which is that. So your index finger goes on the 6th fret of the A string, your ring finger goes across the 8th fret of the D, G and B strings. You can also use different fingers for each of those 3 strings if that's easier for you. I prefer that. It's just easier to jump to if you need to. And then you need F, which is just 2 frets up from that, exactly the same shape. And then G, which is again the same thing but 2 frets higher. So you got your index finger on fret 8 of the A string and your other finger on fret 10, and then your index finger on fret 10 of the A string and your other finger barring fret 12. So that's how you do all the chords. If you forget any of that, I will have no idea if you are rewinding the video to look back at them, so I can't possibly judge you. So feel free to do that. Now I'm going to tell you how to play the song. So the intro, the way I do it, it's different to how Rhys does it because he does it on a piano. If you want to know how to play it on piano, then ask someone who can play piano. I can't play piano. The word piano sounded really weird to me right now. So what I do is C, G, F, G, and then hammer on the A string. So open A string, hammer onto fret 2, hit the D string, and then back to a C. So it's that's G, but I'll put my ring finger on fret 3 of the B string this time, slide up to the 5th fret in E, back down to the 3rd fret with my index finger, then down to an F, then C. That's the intro. I played that twice because I forgot the words, but that's how you play it. I can't remember how many times Rhys does it. Then the first part of it is just the first bit again of the intro. So C, G, F, G, C, G, F, G. And then the second half of the verse goes A minor, E minor, F, G. And you do that twice. And then you go back into the intro, and then you do all of that again for the second verse. And after the second verse, there's a weird middle 8 bit. So you've got 2 bars of A minor in that bit, then 2 bars of E minor. Then you do that twice. Then you've got 2 bars of F, and you've got 2 bars of G, and you do that twice. That's the bit that goes. Picked and processed within 27 days, delivery free. So that bit. So yeah, that's how you do that. And then after you've done that bit twice, so 2 bars of F, 2 bars of G, 2 bars of F, 2 bars of G, you go up to 2 bars of A minor. Then you go up to 4 bars of D minor. You were the sentence that gave me your voice, now I cry. Yeah. As we by the blind. Yeah, so 2 bars of A minor, 4 bars of D minor. And then you go to the G, and my lazy way is the best way of doing that, so just using your ring finger on the E string on fret 3. Because that leaves this string open, and that means you can play a G sus4 by putting your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string like this, which a lot of people that play acoustic guitars like to use as a way of like doing a build up for something big. Oasis love it. They use that sus4 on the 5th chord quite a lot. So if you want to play any Oasis songs, it's useful to know how to do that. So then it goes back into a verse. So you've got the same C, G, F, G twice, then it goes A minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, E minor, F, G. And I think it does it once more. You'd ask me to keep it discreet, so I'd sing a song of deceit. I'd never claim you were mine. Yeah, so this time it does it 3 times instead of 2. Then it just goes back into the verse chords, the first part of the verse chords. So C, G, F, G. A few times we're going, if we were words, we would rhyme. If we were words, we would rhyme. So now this is where you get to choose how you want to finish it. So the way I did it in my video was D minor, D7, F minor, C. If we were words, we would rhyme. But since then I figured out how to do it properly, which is just going up from D sharp major, bar chord, F major, G major. And the reason it took me so long to figure out is because I don't like it when songs don't resolve. So I was trying to find a way to finish it on a C, but it doesn't finish on a C, it finishes on a G. And I know that now, and that's okay. So yes, that's how you do that. Just 1 bar of each chord. So, if we were words, we would rhyme. If we were words, we would rhyme. And that is how you play If We Were Words, We Would Rhyme by Rhys from Hotel Shampoo. Fantastic album, give it a listen if you haven't heard it. I hope that was helpful to Melanie who requested it. Yeah.